All right, super quick milestone video today. Didn't even have the time to find the remote control for the TV to turn that on and make the studio look super nice. But as of this morning, I was kind of looking on my phone and my monetization, we're trying to reach that second tier monetization on one of our channels on our network. It wasn't there on my phone. And I was like, well, we were getting close to the 4,000 watch hours. I was monitoring, and each day we were kind of creeping closer and closer to it. And then I think this morning I was like, well, it's not there. Where can I get access to seeing where the watch hours are? Why did it change? Why can I no longer see it on my phone? Had to log in on the desktop to YouTube Studio, went over to our DIY page, TSP DIY, and sure enough, looks like we are up and over 4,000 public watch hours, which I've always, you talk to two different types of YouTube people that are out there. Ones that say that are trying to monetize their channels. Ones that say that the subscription's the hardest thing to get, up to 1,000 subscribers, and then the other one saying that the 4,000 watch hours is more difficult. And I really didn't know when I started this a little over 6 months ago, when I started my YouTube network of 5 channels after quitting my job and turning 50. You can go back and watch that video. I didn't know necessarily which one was going to be the harder one to do, and I just kind of thought that the watch hours probably be the hardest thing to do. All I can say is, at least for my DIY channel, the watch hours has probably been a little bit easier, simply because the content that I make there is very relatable, in a sense that I'm not coming at my DIY channel as somebody that's an expert that knows how to do everything. I come at it as a 50-year-old that is a weekend DIYer that just actually transitioned into being a weekend DIYer in the last really 5 years or so. And I'd gone through my life to where never got into tools, fixing things up. If things broke down, if things weren't working, you toss it out, you go buy a new one. My lifestyle had changed once we had kids, and the kids started doing things that cost a lot of money. And all of a sudden, the priorities in life kind of dictated that we needed to kind of fix things on our own, fix the HVAC, fix the dishwasher, the washer and dryer, the cars, all of that stuff. If you're paying somebody else to do it, is going to cost you a lot of money. And if you're making money and you value your time, I see that. There was a period in our life where it was worth it to just pay somebody else to do it. It was worth it to just pay to buy a new whatever item that is. But now I'm in a position to where I'm like, you know what? I kind of crave trying to figure things out. And my angle on my DIY channel is one to where I just have the right attitude of, I don't know necessarily how to fix it or what tool to use, but let's go on a journey to try to figure this out. And I am crowdsourcing from not only other people that are like me that don't know how to do things, but are willing to try to learn, and bringing some experts and other people that have done it before. And I think there's a certain, I wouldn't say a niche, but that's the angle of my channel. The type of content and videos that I make on there are ones to where they're considered kind of evergreen. Like if we're clearing out the dryer chute, right? The dryer tubing that leads to the outside. How do you do that? It's a very simple thing, but it's one that most of us don't know how to do unless we're shown how to do it. Ideas like that, how to fix a dishwasher, take apart that propeller that's at the bottom, the washing wand, and you get down in there and you got bits of glass and you got a peach pit, you got all, some plastic down there that's blocking certain things. That's why the dishwasher is not working. You don't have to buy a new dishwasher. You don't have to hire a plumber to come out and fix your dishwasher. You can kind of do it yourself. And so that's the type of content that I am making, with a little bit of my personality, my sense of humor. And I think that kind of resonates with a certain type of person that's out there. And over time, I think that's why I have my watch hours are now up and over 4,000. Tier 2 monetization for a YouTube channel is going to be 1,000 subscribers. And I am currently at 848 as of the recording of this video, February 12th, 2026. And the watch hours is 4,000. And we are at 4,024 now. It was just maybe a month ago that we hit tier 1 monetization on the DIY channel, where we had 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours. And that was kind of fun and exciting. But as far as like the actual dollars and cents and everything, a lot of that really doesn't affect what I do. I'm not on live a lot. I'm not getting like tipped out or, all that stuff. It didn't really, in the end, the bottom line wasn't that exciting, but it was a stepping stone. It was that first tier that's, you're headed in the right direction for your channel. And that was just a month ago. 500 subscribers, 3,000 watch hours, and then a little over a month later, and 6 to 7 months after starting my network of 5 channels, my first channel to almost get to tier 2 is my DIY channel. So we just have maybe, 152 subscribers left, which at the rate I'm going is probably going to be in a month or two. Then we'll be fully monetized on that channel. What does that mean? I'm not quite sure, to tell you the truth, and I'll explain it, and we'll do some video recordings on, what I'm finding out as I go. What I am really good at in all of this is just jumping into something, starting something, and figuring things out as we go. I'm definitely not one that's good at trying to get all of my questions answered before jumping into a project. So when I decided to finally quit my part-time job last summer, I was going crazy. I was about ready to strangle a couple people, and it just wasn't worth it. Turned 50. I was like, we need to start transitioning and prioritizing some other things a little different. And this is something that YouTube was something that I considered fun to do. And it's something that if I could do it as a personal challenge to monetize my channels going forward, it could be some passive income coming in down the road to where I can have some fun and have some income coming in doing things that I enjoy doing. Just to let you know, anybody, if this is something that you're wanting to do and you have a passion for something, you just have to kind of get started. The one thing I will tell, and this is what I've talked to other YouTube creators, I've talked to other like social media type people over the years that I've been on social media, other people that have started channels, podcasts, and all that stuff. The one thing that we all kind of agree on is you can't be successful if you're somewhat sensitive to the comment section. You've got to be pretty comfortable in what you bring to the table, and you got to be able to have fun with the comment section, no matter how ugly and vile it gets. And sometimes that's the minority of it, because you remember the bad comments more than you do the good comments sometimes. But then there's going to be periods of time to where it seems like all you're getting are these negative, just nasty comments. And sometimes those are even fake accounts that are doing it. They're bots or whatever, just to, that's not the video for this. But sometimes you feel like, that one comment is just really getting under your skin for whatever reason. And we can't have 100% armor every single day, because when you're on social media and you open yourself up to everybody on here, inevitably you're going to get negative comments over a period of time. And you've got to just kind of take it with a grain of salt. You can ignore it. You can block it. You can have fun with those comments. But there's always going to be that one time to where it's like, you can't keep getting hit with these negative comments and not have it affect you. It's going to affect you at some point, and you have to be resilient enough to kind of press on, to kind of just, okay, compartmentalize. We're going to put that one there, and we're going to move on. We're going to put this one right out front and center. We're going to have fun with it. But if you're very sensitive, let's say, to negative comments or what other people think about you, I just don't think it's going to work well for people. Let's say that you are fairly comfortable with yourself and you're pretty resilient in that case. I think really anybody that has a passion for something, whether or not that's something very unique and out there, or it's something that everybody is doing. Like I'm a big movie person. There are thousands of accounts out here that are about talking about movies, right? So my entertainment channel, which is probably my second or third biggest channel, part of my network, there's nothing necessarily unique about it other than I'm a 50-year-old Gen Xer, which that's pretty common also these days with physical media and everything. But I have to hope that my personality, my sense of humor is what kind of differentiates what I put out there, and hopefully building trust in that people are like, yeah, I may not always agree with Brian, but I respect what he has to say, or I appreciate what he's putting out there. So if you have something that you're passionate about, you're curious if you could ever start a YouTube channel or whatever, the thing is, just get started. Set the channel up, start making content, make content on setting up your channel, make content on your struggles, all while building up this backlog of content for your channel, and then figure it out as you go. That's probably my biggest two things. You got to deal with the comment section. You got to be comfortable with yourself. And number two, you just have to get started. Just start making content about making your content and just get going. I will let you guys know as soon as we hit 1,000 subscribers on the DIY channel. I'm pretty excited, pretty pumped that we hit 4,000 public watch hours. And I think, again, with the type of content that I am making on my DIY channel, and again, we are 6 to 7 months into this and I've already hit 4,000 watch hours. I think the type of content that I'm making, as long as I get it up and on the channel, that those videos are always going to be bringing in eyeballs. They're always going to be having people watch them, because everybody is always going to be a new person to DIY. Everybody's always going to have a Kia Sportage, like my wife does, that needs help with their car. And so as I figure things out and I make the videos on it, whether it's this year, next year, 5 years, 10 years down the road, somebody is always going to be the first time in having to change their oil, change their wiper blades. So that's why I think my DIY channel is kind of taking off. And that is a realm that I am not the expert in. So think about that. You don't have to be an expert in something. You just have to have the passion for it and to want to talk about it and to engage with other people on it. I will let you guys know. I just wanted to come on here just to kind of timestamp the fact that as I'm building up my network of 5 channels, this is going to be, it looks like my first one that's going to be fully monetized within about a month or two. 4,000 watch hours done, check mark complete. We just need the 152 subscribers. That's going to end up coming also. We're averaging anywhere from, I think it's 2 to 3 new subscribers a day, depending on how much content I'm pushing out there. That's it for today. Just want to let you guys know, you absolutely can do it if you want to do it and you think it's fun. If you have some questions for me, leave it down there in the comments or shoot me a message somehow. I guess you can't really do that on YouTube, but if you're on Instagram, TSP Hub Channel _IG. And everything that we do here on YouTube on all the 5 channels are going onto the one Instagram page. And that's just to kind of let other people know what we're doing and kind of just send them to YouTube, really, if they want to see everything else. We'll see maybe hopefully in like a month or so. Start making some money on these channels.